Hello guys, it's Stephen and Phil here, back on FOOTY.COM. Today we're completing the collection of Manchester United kits. We've done the home kit, we've done the away kit, and today it's time for the third kit for the 2019-20 season. But before we go too far as ever, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single kit review. We're covering all the major teams and loads more from across the continent. But Phil, what is your initial impressions on this? But basically, Adidas have launched it. The inspiration apparently dates back 110 years to United's first ever FA Cup win. Which sure, it's a thing apparently. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think this one reminds me of a couple of recent United kits, which I'm sure fans will remember. And it's a safe option because black kits are generally quite popular.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of sense from that perspective. Short answer, I prefer it to the away, but it's probably not as good as it could have been.
It's a bit underwhelming, isn't it? Really? It's okay. It's like it's got the Chevrolet logo, which doesn't almost help at all.
I almost don't know if we need to say what's wrong about that, do we? I think you know, by this point it's just a bit sad that they keep trotting out kits with the same.
I think just take the money and just actually. I guess they can't really just do it. Like
I think is it the biggest sponsorship deal in the Premier League? It might be. It's certainly up there. But anyway, I think like you said about underwhelming. I think that's best reflected, if you like, in the pattern itself, which, from what I gather, is supposed to be a rose.
I was reading about it. No, it's a reference to the rose, which they won their first ever trophy in 1909, and it's a subtle homage to that to the rose. I don't know about the rose from then. I've not really seen it, but I guess it's related to that. And it says on the left side of the shirt, 110 years in Manchester Rose, 1909 2019. So that's interesting. Yeah,
it's interesting. I think for me, it's sort of, given that it's a rose, kind of supposed to be a rose kind of inspired pattern, there's just, the roses are very hard to see. You know, I sort of joked on Twitter that they're more like smudges, really.
Yeah, and I think they look like cloudy to me.
So the pattern, it's not bad, but I think it's just it doesn't look great. You know, if we kind of compare it to another rose-inspired pattern,
the England women's kit,
and it just looks so much better. You know, I know that's obviously a completely different team, if you like, but that was a really nice pattern. That was one of the nicer patterns, say, of the year. So this one, it just looks a bit kind of cheap when you look at that. That shirt.
It does feel a bit cheap, doesn't it? It feels a bit knockoffy. Like the red's okay on the look. I'm not really a fan of that red, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it
doesn't work for me.
Yeah, and it reminds me. So I mentioned the two kits that it reminded me of. The first one of those is, I can't think it might be 2015, 2016 when Martial first joined, and there was a sort of a similar kind of almost neon reds type shade they used on that kit. But it also is a bit like, not quite as good version actually of their away kit from a couple of years back, which was a play on their early 90s kind of pattern, which was black again. So it just feels like this sort of looked at, I guess they're relatively popular kits, but it's not really, it doesn't have an identity, a strong enough identity as a kit in itself.
It's also linked to an Adidas Ultra Boost Man United Red Rose crossover collection that they did recently, so that kind of makes sense. So it's obviously all linked into that. I love it. It's about the heritage, but there's loads of merch for you to buy as well. I love the cynical world of football. Like nostalgia pays a lot of money basically, but that's not necessarily Adidas's fault because that's just football. It is a shame once again about the sponsor. I wish they could just play with the Chevrolet logo. They're not going to do that, are they? Let's give it a score then anyway, because United haven't done very well in our table this year. The home kit down there was 68 and the away kit 54. I don't really see this really personally doing much better than those ones, but what do you reckon?
Yeah, I must say actually I was thinking about in a previous video when we were looking at that United home, I think we were a bit harsh actually on that when we saw it on the pitch against Chelsea the other week. I think
a bit nice on the pitch.
It looks better on the pitch. So I think, because this to me feels like a 60s kit. Probably a high 60s though. So I probably do actually prefer the home. I think that's kind of a retrospective thing where over time it's got better. So I feel like it is probably around 68. So I'm going to give it a 68.
Okay. Bit low for me. Early 60s, I would say.
Yeah, I think, when I look at that, like, obviously, it's still, that's almost a 7 out of 10, so it's actually not a bad score. And I do think, like, it's a black kit, which is already a good start, and it does look reasonable. With a good sponsor, that's easily in the 70s for me. And then a good pattern, you're pushing even higher. I feel like
they're lacking some. I don't know. You don't think had a really good kit for a while. Like they're all quite.
It's a good question. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I liked the black away kit from a couple of years ago, just because it reminded me of that 90s kit. But I think you're absolutely right. When you look at the last few years. I can't think of one that stood out, but then maybe that's me being a bit biased against them. But, we're not the best people to ask. So if you
try being partial, but
comment with your favourite United shirt from the past few years.
Anyway, that's a pretty decent score, I guess. Really, I think it's been a relatively underwhelming collection of shirts for United. It's just been all right, and we'll see how they develop when you see them on the pitch and that kind of stuff. Yep. Not that we'll see this one much, I reckon. It'll just be trotted out maybe for some cup games here and there. But guys, let us know in the comments as ever what you make of that. We have loads of videos coming up. Don't know what yet, but make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can watch the video first and all that kind of stuff. For now, though, I'm Stephen. This is Phil. We'll see you very, very soon.